check, check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. All right, so first off, big shout out to Jamal because he asked a question about opening of the third eye, which led me to making this video and reintroducing this book. I had this book for a couple of years. It was referred by Bro Yusuf, all right, and the book did not disappoint. So, just to give some context, we're talking about the 7 primary chakras, all right. It's important to know that each chakra is a deity in its own, all right. So if you're familiar with hearing how we got universes inside us, right, and how the ancestors go to live inside of us, right, and how like the gods and goddesses, they are just descriptions of energy that reside within us. All right, so I'm gonna read a part out the book, and then we can just see where it takes us. Let me say this first off, that this book, these are teachings from the eastern part of the world. You know what I'm saying? So the language they use as relation to the chakra isn't the language we use over here. So I'm not gonna struggle with trying to pronounce each chakra. I'm just gonna say it in layman's terms, in the terms that we understand over here. All right. So let's go. Hold on. Wrong page. All right. Okay. This I'm reading from the question and answer section of the book. Are there specific mantras we can use to open up the different centers? Yes. Inside each center is a particular deity, and we can invoke this deity by chanting his seed sound. Each sound represents a different state of consciousness. At the base of the spine, there is the root chakra. For this center, the seed sound is lamb. Lamb. If you can repeat lamb while focusing your attention at the base of your spine, in time you will become endowed with occult powers. A few inches higher, there's a sacral chakra. For this center, you can repeat the mantra VAM. VAM. This is the most powerful mantra. Then, at the navel, which would be the solar plexus, you can concentrate and repeat the word RAM. RAM. If you do it properly, you will see spiritual fire all around you. Next comes to the heart. You can repeat YAM. YAM. Although for the previous mantras, you could chant powerfully and forcefully, this mantra has to be chanted slowly and sweetly. However, if you want to concentrate on your heart, but do not wish to follow the path of Kundalini Yoga, you can chant Supreme. Supreme. Then we come to the throat chakra. If you chant Ham, you will get the power of eloquence and expression. Finally, we come to the third eye chakra. Here the sound is No matter which mantra you repeat, you have to feel that a current is flowing through your spinal cord and that all the centers are being ecstatically vibrated. All right, so let me stop right there right quick and just say that this is real deal shit. Every sound they just gave you, I've done it. I've done the meditation for each and every single one. Each and every single one, there's going to be a different response. Alright, it's going to be altering your consciousness in a different way. Right? Probably start off light at first and then get heavy as you continue. You could literally just pick one if you just want to see some shit, because a lot of people like me just like to see shit and test it to see if this is for real. You could do it right now. Spend 10 to 15 minutes, especially if you can spend 15 minutes undisturbed, right? To sit down or lay down, close your eyes, and focus your awareness towards whatever chakra that you chant. And you sit there and chant that sound, that mantra over and over. Like you're going to get a reaction. It's not going to take long. You might feel energy. You're going to get a response, and it's probably going to come like within the first minute, maybe two, right? But if you're doing it for real, hold on. If you do it, you're going to get a response. All right. So anyway, I don't really want to waste too much time giving my experiences, but like in experiences that I had with it, I can't remember which chakra I was working on at the time. But I remember I laid down in a meditation and I was doing the mantra and I was repeating it over and over. And it didn't take long. I had my eyes closed. It didn't take long. I just started spinning, right? Not spinning fast and, you know what I'm saying, like out of control. I just started spinning slow, kind of like, it felt like I had my eyes closed and I was laying on my back on the merry-go-round and somebody was pushing it, right? Started off slow and then started speeding up a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? I've done it. I've done different mantras here, which I've heard my voice change during the mantra. My voice changed totally different, like totally into a voice that I ain't know I had. Like I ain't never hit that note before. But anyway, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine that your experience is going to be your own. You know what I'm saying? Different from mine. But anyway, everybody think they want to open up your chakras, but here's the information, and it's for real. Like I like somebody to try it, like for real. Try a few different ones, and you know what I'm saying, and drop a comment and give people your experience with it. All right, so now I'm just gonna read this last section, which is just I don't know, it ain't got a whole lot to do with everything, but we got it open now, so I'm going to read this last section and we're going to wrap it up. All right. When the chakra opens up, will it give any kind of signal? Yes, it will give a signal, although often people don't notice it. It will start off like a quarter circle and then go to a full circle. When it begins to turn very, very rapidly, it means that that particular center is ready to be opened. It is like a wheel that goes on spinning. Then, when the center is opened up, one gets the experience of feeling the Kundalini power rise. Some seekers say that it coils up like a snake. For others, it appears to crawl like an ant or jump like a frog. Okay, let me stop there. When he say that jump like a frog, I know what he's talking about. Experiencing the Kundalini awakening. It felt like I could feel. It felt like it was a paw. It felt like paws, like cat paws, that was running up my chest and was like bouncing around from spot to spot, coming up my chest. Like it's really different. It's really different. It really is. Like if you really experience a Kundalini awakening, then you will have an idea what I'm talking about. It's definitely not what you think it's going to be. All right, let me finish. I digress. There is no hard and fast rule that the seeker will get a certain kind of experience. One can expect anything. If the chakras are open, immediately you will be able to know. It is just like opening a door. The door is closed now, bolted from the inside or outside. But once it is open, you will be able to know what is inside the room. If the door to your third eye is opened, then you will be able to see the past, present, and future. You will be able to see the past, present, and future. You will have the power of the clairvoyance. More than that, you will see that in clairvoyance, you also have the power of clairaudience. You are seeing me here, but if something is going on over there, you will have the power to hear it. But if your heart center is not open, you will not have the power to hear the soundless sound in the heart. When your heart center is open, you will automatically have the feeling of universal oneness. You touch something, and immediately you will identify with it and feel your oneness. You will look at a person and feel oneness with his suffering or joy or any condition he is in. When a particular center is open, the qualities of that center you will get. So if a center is open, naturally you will feel it. But sometimes people read books and try to meditate, and then they immediately feel that their centers are open. This is sheer imagination. It is not an easy thing to open up the chakras. It takes very, very serious practice. All right. So I'm going to leave it at here. That video was longer than I thought, but it's definitely a lot of good information in there. It's definitely some gems that you can use if you are for real about what you're doing. All right. The book, Kundalini, the Mother Power, by Sri Chimmoy, something.